Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to do something a bit different. Today I'm going to share with you my incredible journey of studying for 2 years straight and how it led me to academic success. And also I'm also going to share with you guys some of my secret tips. So if you're looking for tips and motivation to stay focused in your study, then this video is for you. Now a few years ago I was just an average student struggling to balance my studies, social life and hobby. Now I knew I had to make a change if I wanted to achieve my academic goals. So I committed to studying consistently for the next 2 years. Now though it was a tedious task and it was really difficult, but I found some useful tips along the way and it really helped me, and today I'm going to share this tip with you guys. Now, the first tip I'm going to give you guys is don't focus on longer time. Now I think this is one of the most important things that I've learned the hard way. Now when I first started studying, during my 2 years of studying, I was trying to study for 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours at once, and then I knew I couldn't even study for 30 minutes, but I was still trying to push myself beyond my limits. I was still trying to push myself beyond my boundary. I was still trying to study for longer time that I could, and the truth was that I didn't even learn anything because I was being frustrated and I noticed that I was procrastinating a lot. Then I decided that okay, what was I going to do? Now I tried focusing myself on the time that I could work on. If I could work on 30 minutes, then that's fine by me. If I could work on 5 minutes, that's fine by me. If I could work on 1 hour, that's fine by me. Now one thing you will understand is that once you're giving yourself, you're not trying to work yourself, you will find that you enjoy studying because your brain knows that okay, when you want to take break, you take break. Not the fact that when you start studying, you want to study for 6 hours, 5 hours. You will find yourself procrastinating, not actually want to study, and even if you manage to study, nothing will get to your head because the next day they ask you questions, it will just feel like you haven't even read a particular topic. So if you're new to studying, one thing I learned is you should always try to achieve smaller time, especially if you're new. Now if you have actually been studying for a long time, then good, you can study for 2 hours, 5 hours, 4 hours, depending on how well you are good at studying. But if you're new, then I think you should start with something smaller. Start with 30 minutes, start with 45 minutes, and try to build up that time along the way. Please guys, if you like this content, press the like button, subscribe, and also turn on notification bell to get more content like this when they are being released. The next tip I'm going to give you guys is to try out different study technique and choose the one which works best for you. Now one thing that I did when I started studying was I was always trying to study like those scholars in my class. I was always trying to study like those people who were very, very brilliant, who I saw that they were really good in a particular topic. Now I would walk right to them and ask them, what technique do you use, what plan do you use? Now I'm not saying this isn't good. Now it's really good. Now their plan did work for me, it worked for me, but it wasn't really that effective and it wasn't really the best for me because even though I was covering 1 page, I was covering 2 pages, I noticed that I could actually do more, but I was really tired. Now some of them would always like studying close to bed, but if I did so, then I would even last for 2 hours before I would just doze off. So I noticed that studying on the bed wasn't really very effective for me. So I had to try out different techniques. I had to try out different things that I think would work best for me. And when I found out the one that was really, really good for me, then I stick to that study plan and that technique, and it has really, really worked for me. So always try to experiment. Don't be afraid to experiment. Try new techniques, try out new skills, new things that you could implement when studying. And if you feel like it's good for you, then you can add it. If you feel like it's not good for you, then just leave it. Won't work for it again. Another tip I'm going to give you is to study within your capacity or study within your grade. Now this was one of the problems that I faced a lot of time. I was always trying to study things that were higher than my class. Especially when I was in O-level, I was always trying to study things of A-level subject. I was always trying to study university physics when I was just in secondary school. Now this really, really affected me because I wasn't really grounded in that secondary school, but still I was still trying to study university course, university stuff. Now no one is actually going to really ask you stuff about university. No one is going to ask you things. When you want to get a question, you get a question based on your grade. You don't get a question based on secondary, senior or stuff like that. Now a lot of students have actually come to me with this same problem, And one thing I noticed is that they were always trying to study things that were way ahead of them. Now, you could study something that just maybe a class after you. Maybe if you're in SS1, you could study SS2 subjects. That's actually more okay. But you being in senior secondary or junior secondary and you're trying to study things in university, I don't think it really makes sense right now. And the most important thing is you should just understand what's actually your grade. Now, because once you start studying those things, university physics, university chemistry, university biology, and all of that, you won't even understand anything. Because if you study for 3 hours, I bet you that you will understand half of that page of that textbook, and it doesn't do you any right. Rather, it does you more harm, because you have spent complete 2 hours learning absolutely nothing. So always try to study within your grade, always try to study within your capacity. If you feel like you want to study something higher, you can study a class after you, 2 classes after you, but trying to study things that are way above your grade, I don't think it really helps you. And this is something I battle with a lot of times. So I want you guys not to actually make those mistakes. Now, the last tip I'm going to give you guys is to record terminologies. Now, 2 years of doing a lot, and I have a lot of things that I've actually learned, but I just want to make this video really short and really simple. But if you guys give this video a lot of likes and a lot of comments, then maybe I could make part 2 of this video, because that will actually motivate me to make more videos like this. Now, back to the video. The last tip that I think is really important is to record terminologies. Now, I found out that when I study biology, especially biology, those of you who are studying biology, there are so many terminologies, so many things that I'm betting with you, if you study it today, before 2 days, you forget every single thing. And it's not that it's your fault, they are just kind of huge words that you are trying to familiarize yourself with, and you need to do it frequently, over and over again. Now, one thing that I really do is that I put my phone on record. I record those terminology and the definition. So don't just record the terminology, just record the terminology and the definition. So when I'm walking on the road, maybe I want to see someone, or just taking my 10-minute break walk or something like that, I'll just put on my earphone and start listening to those terminology over and over again. I can put them on repeat, listen to them, understand them. Now, if you do this thing in repetition over and over again, trust me, before you do it 1 week, you will get used to those things. You get used to the terminology. Now, this is what I actually did. Now, it's really hard to get everything on your brain, especially if you are new to studying. And this is actually one of the things that work best for me. So always try to just, once you feel like something is really hard and you are finding it difficult to remember, just put your phone on record those words or those statements or those definitions along with the terminology. Then whenever you're less busy or you're just relaxing, you just put on your earphone or your earpod or whatever, and just keep listening to this voice notes. Try remembering those voice notes over and over again, and this will actually help you to remember those terminology way faster and more reliable.